Welcome to Wavelynx Undercover, the micro podcast where we talk to people from companies who either resell, rebrand, or integrate Wavelynx technologies into their own platforms. I'm your host, Sarah Bowling, and my guest today is Jeff Bransfield from RS2 Technologies. Well, before we finish up with the promotions and shout outs for events, let's just take it to one last bucket, one last question, one last topic under our umbrella. And it's really kind of an open question. The question is new build, question mark. It's basically greenfield opportunities are,
the unicorn,
the whole, so, but and harder and harder to come by these days. But I am seeing a lot of new commercial builds, especially I'm in Vancouver right now, and it's a race to design the country's smartest building. So there's certainly activity happening in this new build space. What have you seen? What is RS2 doing to find this type of business, and how are you approaching these start from scratch opportunities from your product perspective?
Yeah. Greenfield is thin at times, right? Usually there's something in place. The bad thing is usually what's in place or what has been in place is probably 15 years old or older, right? So back to that consultative approach, really trying to understand like what their goals are. Even though they may have something, it still probably needs to be treated as a greenfield, right? Even though it's a rip and replace, right? So again, any of those opportunities, greenfield, they have nothing. They don't know what access control is, or they've got something so old that you just really say, look, guys, let's just wipe the slate. Let's start over. Again, we always start with that. Where are you going? What's your goals? What do you want? I don't go into an opportunity. None of our RSMs go into an opportunity selling a widget or a device or a predefined solution. We take the approach, and our integrators, take that approach of, what do you want your building to do? Let's start there. And then we can pull back and fill in the gaps, right? So that really gives us an ability to say, okay, this is what your long-term goals are. Here are the devices that we need to put in place to do so. Here's the methodology of thinking that we can go forward on. A good access control system shouldn't be open today, right? You should be able to automate. You should be able to push everything out in a frictionless, manner, right? From a management of the software, management of the card holders, management of the credentials, all the way to, what it does the building do for you, all should be frictionless. So, greenfield, retrofit, whatever it is, we really like that approach of, where are we going and how can we completely put the best foot forward for the most flexible, interoperable system, I'm tongue-tied, that's out there to give you the ability to go in any direction 5 years from now. So that.
Well, I have all the confidence in your team to be able to come up with some great solutions. You've got a team of seasoned vets who, from personal experience, I know are committed to staying educated and continuing to learn. So they're not stuck in their old ways. I know that they're constantly learning how to integrate other products with other products and seeing, what changes. They're open to hearing what changes are happening in the landscape out there. So I think that's how you've really been able to stay, keep a foothold with your legacy customers and continue to gain new customers with confidence. So I just know that from personal experience working with your team. So I think that brings us to the end. I want you to close out here let me roll out the red carpet like Sean does on Hot Ones and sort of tell me.
I just watched Hot Ones last night. I love it.
If I had other cameras you could look at,
Yeah.
but tell us what can we look forward to seeing from RS2? Tell us about your conference and tell us about people, if there's dealers who are interested in learning more about becoming an RS2 dealer, how can they do that? And anything else you want to share with me before we
Absolutely. No, yeah, thank you very much. So, again, anybody that's willing, wants to have more information about how to be an RS2 dealer, please reach out to your regional sales manager, reach out to me. All of our contact information's on rs2tech.com. We love having those conversations. We're constantly looking for new partners that are out there. As you mentioned, good plug. We do have our annual conference coming up February 16th and 17th. So all virtual. It's going to be hosted on WebEx events.
I'm not going to get eaten by mosquitoes this year.
No, yeah, no. Unfortunately, we can't do on site this year, but we're still planning to make it fun. We're definitely excited on doing some things a little different than the normal, virtual meeting that everybody's used to having for the last year now. So we're going to throw in some interacting and, kind of separate ourselves, but
Good.
like, yeah, we like we've always been. We're the nimble company out there that's outward thinking and forward thinking and service first based, and that's our MO. So we love what we do, and I think it shows.
So what are the dates of the conference?
February 16th and 17th. So rs2conference.com is the website for any of our partners that want to log in, register. Please welcome, come one, come all. So
okay, well, I'll be there because I'm excited to be a sponsor. So
absolutely.
we'll be there with bells on, showing off all of our integrated solutions. And thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you spend some time with me and kind of talk through some of the things that are important to our industry today. And I know that we've got a solid partnership. So thank you again for reselling and rebranding and integrating the Wavelynx products into your own. And hopefully we're looking forward to an awesome 2021.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Bye.